are still standing, may I please request you to kindly take your seats. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all for this auspicious event. On this platform, before I speak further, I would like to request each and every one of you here to kindly pay your humble condolence to all those bereaved families who have lost their loved ones in this deadly blaze at Chowk Bazaar on the Wednesday night. The entire country is out of words for this tremendous grief. May I request each and every one of you to kindly stand silently for a moment of reflection and respect. Chowk Bazaar অগ্নিকাণ্ডে আমরা হারিয়েছি শত শত প্রাণ। আমরা ভীষণভাবে শোকাহত। আজকে আমরা এই অনুষ্ঠানটি শুরু করতে যাচ্ছি তাদেরকে স্মরণ করে। তাই আপনাদেরকে অনুরোধ করব আপনারা সবাই দাঁড়িয়ে যদি 1 মিনিট নীরবতা পালন করতেন। Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your patience and cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are all gathered here for celebrating the launching ceremony of the Calci Pro High Calcium Non-Fat Milk Powder. As you all know that if we today would have lived in a perfect world, we would have got all the necessary minerals that is required from the food that we eat. But unfortunately, the reality is much different. We hardly get the essential mineral that is required to maintain and build our bones. So, if you love your bones, and if I love my bones, a glass of Calci Pro is an ideal way to eradicate your bone deficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a product of the Fonterra New Zealand Dairy, a global dairy company which is owned by more than 10,000 farmers all over the world. And as you will all appreciate, New Zealand Dairy is very well known and contributing in the dairy diets all around the world. আজকের এই গতিশীল পৃথিবীতে সবাই কিন্তু আমরা ছুটছি নিরন্তর। আমাদের মেধা, মনন, সৃষ্টিশীলতা আর হাড় ভাঙা পরিশ্রমের ফলেই আমরা বদলে দিচ্ছি এই বিশ্ব। পরিবর্তিত হচ্ছে জীবনধারা। যেই মানুষ ক্রমাগত উন্নত জীবনের জন্য সদা কর্মব্যস্ত, তারও কিন্তু রয়েছে শারীরিক অন্তর্গত চাহিদা। আমরা যে হাড় ভাঙা পরিশ্রম করছি প্রতিদিন, এই হাড় ভাঙা পরিশ্রম করতে করতেও কিন্তু আমরা হার মানছি। তাই আর হার কিন্তু মানা যাবে না, কারণ একটু একটু করে আমরা আমাদের হারাচ্ছি। তাই আজকে থেকে নতুন উদ্যমে ছুটতে চলুন এক নতুন আত্মবিশ্বাসের সাথে। Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely delighted to announce that today we have with us the Revered Managing Director of the New Zealand Dairy, Mr. S.A. Malik, FCA. We also have with us the Honourable High Commissioner of New Zealand to India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and the Ambassador to Nepal, Her Excellency, Ms. Joanna Kamkers, as our chief guest. We also have with us Mr. Hamish Gowans, in charge Fonterra Asia Pacific, Mr. Gerard O'Sullivan, the Technical Engagement Manager at Fonterra. We also have with us Ms. Rashida K. Chaudhary, one of the leading scholar and the former advisor to the caretaker government. Can we please have a round of applause for honourable guests, please? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure each and every one of you had that opportunity to listen to fairy tales being read by our grandparents or by our parents when we were young. And fairy tales were the key thing, or how shall I put it, a way of escape to the world of wonders, magic, and drama. Today in this stage, we are about to bring you an amazing drama addressing Princess Calci, who is to be rescued from the hands of Har Mormor, who has cast a deadly spell on the entire village. Intrigued, right? We will know more about the story from the drama. আমরা এখানে যারা সবাই আছি আজকে হার মর্মর রাজার গল্প হয়তো আমরা অনেকেই শুনেছি আর হয়তোবা এই নামটা শুনেই ভাবছেন এটা বোধহয় কোনো একটা ফ্যান্টাসি দুনিয়াতে আমাদেরকে নিয়ে যাবে আসলেও তাই আমরা বাস্তব কিছু কাহিনীকে এই ফ্যান্টাসি ড্রামার মাধ্যমে আজকে এই মঞ্চে পরিদর্শন করব এই ড্রামাটার মাধ্যমে আমরা কিছু ভাবতে জানবো নতুন করে কিছু কিছু শিখবো কিন্তু কি শিখবো বা কি ভাববো এটা আসলে এই ড্রামাটা দেখলেই আমরা বুঝতে পারবো This drama is presented by the very talented Prachunath theatre troupes. This drama is written by Rahul Anand and been directed by Tawfiq Al-Imon. The drama is entitled Boshun Rajar Deshe. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy our first presentation, Boshun Rajar Deshe.
ভাইরা ভাই চলো একটা গান গাই
মনে শান্তি নাই বলতা বল কি আর গাই আচ্ছা বলো তো কি করলে ভালো হবে মন
কি করলে ভালো হবে মন চলো লুডো খেলা যাক হেই ভ্রমণ ভ্রমণ ঢোলের বললেও ছন্দ পতন আজ আমার মনটাও ভীষণ উচাটন
বেশ বলেছো ভাইয়া একেবারে খাসা তো কোথায় যাওয়া যায় বলো তো
কোথায় এবার চলো হুলু লুলু হেই চোখ কান বুঝে হাততালি দিয়ে চলো চলে যাই আজব রাজার দেশে
ঘুরতে আমিও ভালোবাসি পণ্ডিত মশাই বলেছিলেন এই দক্ষিণে আছে নাকি এক দেশ বসে বসেই সব কাজ তাদের বসে খায় বসেই নাচে বসেই চড়ায় মেষ নাম বসুন রাজার দেশ
বসুন রাজার দেশ বেশ বেশ বেশ
রাজার দেশে মোরা যাই চলো যাই চলো যাই চলো যাই চলো বসুন রাজার দেশে মোরা যাই চলো যাই চলো যাই চলো যাই সেথা বসেই নাচে বসেই গায় বসেই চড়ায় মেষ আহা বেশ 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 আহা বেশ 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 চলো বসুন রাজার দেশে মোরা যাই চলো যাই চলো যাই চলো যাই চলো বসুন রাজার দেশে মোরা যাই চলো যাই চলো যাই চলো যাই
বসুন রাজার দেশ
হে মন্ত্রী কেমন চলছে আমার দেশ
বেশ বেশ বেশ
সকলে বসে আছে তো বেশ সকল কাজকর্ম বসে বসেই করছে তারা শেষ।
জি মহারাজ, জি।
মনে রাখতে হবে এ হলো বসুন রাজার দেশ, কেউ যেন অমান্য না করে বসুন রাজার নির্দেশ।
জি জি
মন্ত্রী,
জি।
ওরা কারা?
এই মাত্র এলো যারা, এরা নতুন রাজার জামাই।
আচ্ছা,
এরা ঘুরতে এসেছে।
বাহ বাহ।
কোনো কাজ নাই, মন উচাটন করছে বসুন রাজ্য ভ্রমণ।
বাহ বাহ, বেশ 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 বেশ। তাই এদের করো আদর যত্ন, খানা দানার সাথে দাও কিছু মণিমুক্তা রত্ন। হ্যাঁ,
তথাস্তু তথাস্তু।
বেশ।
ভাববেন না মহারাজ, নেই কোনো টেনশন। যথাসাধ্য করবো তাদের আদর যত্ন আপ্যায়ন।
ওদের মন বড় উচাটন, চাই বিনোদন। তা কোথায় তোমার যন্ত্রীরা? ডাকো তাদের, করো গীতবদ্ধ নৃত্যের আয়োজন।
শেরি বসুন মহামতি মহাজ্ঞানী ভুবনবীর বসুন রাজ্যের অধিপতি, বসাচন্দ্রের আদেশে রাজসভায় নৃত্য গীত পরিবেশন করা হোক। নৃত্যশিল্পী বাদ্যযন্ত্রী হাজির।
কি হে, কেমন দেখলে নাচ? খাসা।
হ্যাঁ, অতি উত্তম। কি তামাশা! তবে যন্ত্রী শিল্পী সবাই কেন বসা?
সে এক বিরাট গল্প। রাজ্যটা ঘুরে দেখো, আস্তে আস্তে জানতে পারবে অল্প স্বল্প।
মহারাজ, শ্বশুর মশাই বলেছিলেন আপনার আছে হীরার খনি। এই যদি যদি একটু দেখতে পেতাম, তবে অনেক কিছু শিখতে পেতাম, আরে জানতে পেতাম।
হীরার খনি সে ছিল অতীতে, এখনো সব বন্ধ এই বসে থাকার ক্ষতিতে। এখন হীরার টুকরা আমার রাজ ক্রিকেট দল, গায়ে তাদের দারুণ বল। কি হে মন্ত্রী, আজ আছে নাকি কোনো খেলা টেলা?
আছে
আছে।
আলবত আছে, কুসুমপুরের মাঠে দারুণ হচ্ছে। রাজদল আর প্রজা দল ঝড় তুলছে বলে আর ব্যাটে।
কি আনন্দ, কি আনন্দ! তা নিয়ে যাও ওদের, দেখে এসো ভালো মন্দ।
আসুন আসুন।
প্রণাম মহারাজ, প্রণাম প্রণাম।
এইদিকে পুবে যাবে, চোখের সামনে তাল গাছ পাবে। গাছটাকে বাই ফেলে আরো 1 মাইল যাও পেরিয়ে উপর ডাঙার পাল্টা ফাঁকে ছিপছিপিয়ে এক নদী আঁকে। নদীর পাশে কাশবন, সেখান থেকে অনেক দূর চোখ মেললেই কুসুমপুর।
এত কিছুর প্রয়োজন কি আছে? কি দরকার নদী আর তাল গাছে?
আরে ভাইয়া, হাততালি দিয়ে চলো, পৌঁছাবো কুসুমপুরের মাঠে।
কুসুমপুর।
একটু মোবাইলের এক জ্বালা
লাইট।
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Action. অ্যাকশন অ্যাকশন
ও অনারকলি পুরো পৃথিবী তন্ন তন্ন করে
বসে বসে
সরি স্যার ওয়ান মোর
অ্যাকশন
সরি ও অনারকলি পুরো পৃথিবী তন্ন তন্ন করে তোমার জন্য নিয়ে এসেছি 108টি নীল পদ্মের কলি।
ডালিম কুমার অভিনয়টা করতে হবে বসে 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 এটাই নিয়ম মানতে হবে রাজার শূন্য ওই বুঝি আসে
কি সারা দুনিয়া ঘুরেছি চষিয়া কোথাও দেখিনি এমন নিয়ম সকল দেশের মানুষ দাঁড়ায় হাঁটে দৌড়ায় আর আমাদেরই আমাদেরই থাকতে হবে বসে।
আরে দেখতেছো না এইখানে সবাই বসে তুমি হঠাৎ দাঁড়িয়ে থাকবে এটা কি খুব মানাবে হাসে
হাস্যকর যুক্তি। আচ্ছা
কি
এর থেকে নেই কি মুক্তি?
নো মুক্তি নো মুক্তি নো মুক্তি কোনো মুক্তি নাই বসুন রাজার এইটাই আদেশ যদি হইতে চান নায়ক এইটাই তোমাকে মানতে হবে এই যে হিরো এদিকে আসো এদিকে আসো আচ্ছা তুমি কি অভিনয় করতে পারো বেশ তোমার সাথে ঝামেলা বাদের রোজই এক কাজ করো তুমি তফাৎ যাও বাদ যাও বাদ বাদ আমি অন্য ধর ও এটা নায়িকা অন্য নায়ক খুঁজি আরে তোমার মন বড্ড শক্ত এক কাজ করো ছুটাও তোমার ঘোড়া করো রাজকন্যা ক্লাসিকে মুক্ত যাও অ্যাকশন
আলবত
ওহে নায়ক হুরমত খান দেখাও তোমার অভিনয় খান একখান যাও 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 যদি যদি করতে পারো ভালো ফিল্ম পেতে পারো পুরস্কার মিলে যেতে পারে কান কিংবা অস্কার মিউজিক
এই যে ভাইয়া এই যে নায়ক ভাইয়া এই যে এখানে
এই যে
একটু কথা বলার কি সময় হবে?
কি জানতে চান মসুন?
এই বলি বলি ব্যাপারখানা কি?
এই দেশের সকল লোক বসেই থাকবে নাকি?
আরে হাঁটবে না, দৌড়াবে না, এভাবে বসে বসে কি হয়? বিশ্বজয়।
কারণটা কি জানা যায়?
সে এক মস্ত গল্প।
আহা বলো না ভাইয়া, অল্প স্বল্প
শুনুন তবে। আমাদের রাজকন্যা ক্যালাসিয়া ভীষণ ভীষণ রূপবতী, তার গুণের নেই কোনো শেষ। কিন্তু ওই যে আজব দেশের রাজা হেড মর্মর অন্যায় ভাবে বন্দি করে রেখেছে তাকে ঘুমের দেশে। সোনার কাঠি রূপার কাঠি জাদু মন্ত্র বসে। আরে গিয়েছিলাম বেশ কয়েকবার করতে তাকে মুক্ত, পারিনি ভাইয়া, শক্তি নেহাত কম তো। ওই যে ঘোড়াটাও আর পারে না ছুটতে, ঘুরিয়ে হাঁটাও শক্ত জীবন। আচ্ছা আপনাদের তো হলো না চেনা, বলবেন কি পরিচয় খানা?
আমরা
মোরা দুজনায় রাজার জামাই, মোরা দুজনায় রাজার জামাই, মোরা খাই দাই ঘুরি ফিরি, আহা কি মোদের ছিরি, মোরা দিনে করি বাবুগিরি, রাতে আয় সে
কি চমৎকার!
আমরা যেতে চেয়েছিলাম কুসুমপুরে, ভুল করে চলে এলাম তোমার ধারে এই বেলা। এবার যাব, দেখবো তোমাদের ক্রিকেট খেলা।
ভাইয়া তুমিও চলো। গুবিদা তুমি কি বলো?
ইচ্ছে হলে চলো।
আর আমি যেতে তো চাই, কিন্তু এই যে আমার ঘোড়া, এর নড়বার শক্তি যে নাই।
আর এমন কি চলতে পারে না?
না গো।
তাহলে উড়বে এমন জাদুর জোরে তোমার ঘোড়ার পাখা করে দিই।
পাখাওয়ালা ঘোড়া? দাদা এও কি সম্ভব?
এর অসম্ভব কি, দেখো।
পাখাওয়ালা ঘোড়া!
দেখো দেখো কি চমৎকার পাখা, যেন একেবারে হাতে আঁকা। আমি এর নাম দিলাম পঙ্খিরাজ।
চলো তবে যাই কুসুমপুরের খেলার মাঠ।
কুসুমপুরের খেলার মাঠ।
Running with it, erect hit. How close is that? They've gone upstairs.
Considering the batsman's outside his ground, you can load out, out, out.
Well, well, well. He didn't look that close to me. I thought he had got in. But always direct hits. He's so tight. But look at this. This is what we're talking about. Straight to the fielder. And a direct hit. Out by a few inches.
ভাই ডালিং,
জি,
এ আবার কেমন ক্রিকেট? বসে বসে মারছে বল, হাওয়ায় মারছে ব্যাট।
আর কিছু দেখবেন নাকি? ফুটবল কিংবা হকি?
ওসব কি বসে বসেই নাকি?
কি আর করার ভাই, ওই যে হাট মর্মর দেশের রাজা, সব তার অভিশাপ। আচ্ছা দাদা, এক কাজ করলে কেমন হয়?
হ্যাঁ কি কাজ?
বিদ্যালয়ে যাই, দেখি কি পড়ান পণ্ডিত মশাই।
চলো
বিদ্যালয়।
থাকে যে জন সর্বদা বিপথে গমন। পারা ক্যালাসিয়াকে করলে মুক্ত, আমরা আবার হব শক্ত। আয় জোরে জোরে পড়ো। আমাদের দেশে হবে সেই সন্তান কবে, কথায় না বড় হয়ে কাজে বড় হবে। পড়ো সবাই। এই ঘুমাচ্ছ কেন? হ্যাঁ, কথায় না কাজে বড় হবে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, আপনারা আয় পড়ো।
নমস্কার পণ্ডিত মশাই।
নমস্কার।
নমস্কার।
এই আমরা আমরা রাজার জামাই
হ্যাঁ।
আর বেরিয়েছি ভ্রমণে। এই দেশে এসে বিস্ময়, সবাই বসে রয়, হাঁটে, আরে গায়, নাচে, এমনকি এই বিদ্যা অর্জনেও।
হ্যাঁ,
এর থেকে নেই কি মুক্তি তবে?
আছে
আছে।
আলবাত আছে। যেতে হবে দূর রাজ্যে, সে ভীষণ রাজ্য, ঠান্ডা ভীষণ, হবে না সহ্য। প্রহরীদের চোখে ধুলা দিয়ে ঢুকতে হবে প্রাসাদে প্রবেশ।
আহা, বেশ বেশ।
কাজটা খুব শক্ত।
ঝরবে কি রক্ত?
না না, সোনার কাঠি রূপার কাঠি পাল্টে দিয়ে রাজকন্যাকে করতে হবে মুক্ত। তবেই কাটবে রাজাহার মর্মরের অভিশাপ। আমরা আবার সবাই ইচ্ছে মতো করব দৌড়ঝাঁপ।
ভাই ডালিম, জি ছোটাও তোমার পঙ্খিরাজ। চলো যাই আজব দেশে, অন্ধকারে জাদুর বেশে। আমি যদি বাজি গাই গান আর বাঘা বাজায় ঢোল।
এই যে নড়বে না কেউ, চড়বে না কেউ,
মানুষ পাখি গাছ কিংবা ভীমরুল।
এমন আমার আজব ডোলের বোল।
হ্যাঁ, গানের ফাঁকি বদলে দিও সোনার রূপার কাঠি। সাবধান ভাইয়া, প্ল্যানটা করো না মাটি।
না 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 না,
বাহ বাহ, যাও তবে, তোমাদের সবার মঙ্গল হোক।
আজব দেশ।
অচেনা রাজার কুমার করিল হরণ সোনার কাঠি রূপার কাঠি রাজকন্যার মন অচেনা রাজার কুমার করিল হরণ তুমি
রাজকন্যা মা আমার রাজকন্যা ফিরে এসেছে রাজকন্যা আমার নাও ডালিম কুমার
এসবের কি দরকার ছিল মহারাজ?
এই যে কোথায় ছিলে তোমরা? হ্যাঁ দেখো দেখো আমার রাজকন্যা আজ ফিরে এসেছে আমার তাই আজ ভীষণ আনন্দ সকলের আনন্দ রাজ্য জুড়ে আজ তাই গীত নৃত্য আর ছন্দ
মহারাজ আমরা নিয়ে এসেছি এক বিশেষ উপহার নিশ্চয়ই হবে আপনার পছন্দ
বাহ বাহ বাহ
রাজ উপহার
এলসি প্রো এটা কি
হ্যাঁ আমাদের শ্বশুর মশাই পাঠিয়েছেন আপনাদের জন্য
ধন্য ধন্য ধন্য
এই যদি থাকে আপনাদের দেশে হাড় মর্মর রাজার অভিশাপ আসবে না আর আশেপাশে
বেশ কোথায় কোথায় আমার যন্ত্রী দল করো করো আয়োজন বিনোদন গীত নাচ উপহার নিয়ে যাও অন্দরে
What a wonderful performance by Prachana theatre troops. How amazingly they could rescue the Princess Calci from the hands of Har Mormor, and eventually they could walk on their feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to request on stage the Revered Managing Director of the New Zealand Dairy Products, Bangladesh, Mr. S.A. Malik, FCA, to please come forward on the stage and share a few words.
Honorable Chief Guest, the High Commissioner of New Zealand to Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, and the Ambassador to Nepal, Her Excellency Joanna Kemkers, Head of Business Operation of Fonterra Ingredients in Singapore, in Asia, Mr. Hamish Gowns, respected guests from Auckland and Singapore, representing New Zealand government and Fonterra cooperatives, Honorable Member of Parliament, Justice of the High Court, respected government officials, members from different professions, media and sports personalities, and my dear friends and colleagues, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Today I'm indeed delighted to welcome you all to our grand event of introducing Calci Pro, the super fortified high calcium non-fat milk sourcing from Fonterra, the global leader in dairy. Over the last 10 years, Fonterra spent around $1 billion for their research work on osteoporosis and to find out the best possible solution for preventing this disease, which is mainly caused by calcium deficiency. Calci Pro is one of the best therapeutic products innovated by Fonterra. Excellent combination, pure milk with added calcium and in unique combination of vitamin D, magnesium, zinc, and other bone minerals, which are needed for the calcium to be absorbed in human body. Taking Calci Pro in everyday's meal along with other meals will help you to prevent the bone decay and thereby eliminate the risk of being affected by bone fracture. In a global survey conducted by International Osteoporosis Foundation, it has been revealed that by the year 2050, 50% of osteoporotic hip fracture will occur in Asia. Bangladesh is not out of that scenario. Globally, every 3 out of 5 women and every 1 out of 5 men are currently being affected by this osteoporosis. In our society, the situation is even worse. Gradually, it is becoming epidemic in our country. If we look at our family members, friends, and surroundings, it will be clearly noticed how many of us are being affected by this disease. My dear colleagues, I would like to request you to raise our voice, to become careful, to create awareness among our peoples, so that we can take care of our bone, to keep our bone healthy. Keep Calci Pro with you, drink it every day, keep your bone stronger, and help us eradicating osteoporosis from our society. Having said that, I would like to request, please start loving your bones and take proper care to keep it healthy and help us eradicating osteoporosis from our society, and let the whole nation move forward to build a glorious Bangladesh. একটু আগে দেখলেন ড্রামা হাড়মর্মরের রোগ। এই হাড়মর্মরের রোগ এসে আমাদেরকে পঙ্গু করে দেবে, থামিয়ে দিবে পুরো জাতির উন্নতির অগ্রযাত্রা। আমরা কোনোভাবেই সেটা মেনে নেব না। ইনশাল্লাহ we will win. Let's fight together against this হাড়মর্মরের রোগ, this osteoporosis. Princess Calci is free now. Inshallah, we will win. We, New Zealand Dairy, earlier launched another therapeutic product sourcing from Fonterra, the Shape Up, which is high protein non-fat milk. Now we are launching high calcium non-fat milk, another super fortified product for the people in Bangladesh. Inshallah, in the near future, hope we will be able to launch more therapeutic products which you need at your different stages of life. In this event, I would like to take the opportunity to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to the management of Fonterra boards and the board members of Fonterra Dairy Board for their wholehearted supports and cooperation they have extending to us, and by providing the best quality milk for the people of our country, which we need badly to prevent our malnutrition. As you know, milk is the main source of nutrition. Fonterra, the New Zealand as a nation, New Zealand as a nation, they have been holding their position at the top of the world in terms of honesty. And Fonterra is their largest and most trusted dairy cooperative. It is indeed dairy leader in the world. They are contributing almost 2/3 of global dairy export. They are exporting their dairy product to 140 countries of the world, maintaining utmost sincerity and honesty, and of course maintaining ethical standard in their business operation. Similarly, New Zealand Dairy shared the same vision, quality first. We never ever compromise with the quality of our product. We always feel responsibility for our customers to provide the best quality products at the affordable price. And inshallah, in the future, we will remain committed to our customers to maintain our ethical standards in our business operation also. Finally, on behalf of New Zealand Dairy, I would like to thank to all of you for attending this event, and particularly Her Excellency Joanna Kamkar. She has traveled all the way from Delhi to join this event. I also thankful to my friends who have come from Auckland and Singapore. Dear friends, your patience, your participation has made our event memorable, jovial, and eventful. We are grateful to you. Please enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. As you have rightly put, one should love their bones. And to love your bones and to know more about your bones, you will be glad to know that we have set up a bone density scanner outside this ballroom, which will be operational throughout the event. So you may check your own bone density. And not only that, there is a vending machine from which you can have the high calcium powder milk instantly. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know that New Zealand grass-fed cows produce one of the best milk all around the world. And nowadays, in the modern times, it is very necessary for us to communicate with their consumer and make them aware. We shall be now presenting an audio-video presentation, or you can also say a TVC. Please enjoy.
Just one fall could cripple you for life. Fight osteoporosis. Take your daily requirement of calcium. A message brought to you by Calci Pro High Calcium Milk. Just one fall could cripple you for life. Fight osteoporosis. Take your daily requirement of calcium. A message brought to you by Calci Pro High Calcium Milk. Just one fall could cripple you for life. Fight osteoporosis. Take your daily requirement of calcium. A message brought to you by Calci Pro High Calcium Milk.
Good health and good bones should not be taken lightly, and this is where Calci Pro plays a huge role. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is an unparalleled in his sphere in rheumatology. Calling on stage the current president of the Asia Pacific League of Association for Rheumatology, the founder chairman of Department of Rheumatology, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Medical University, Professor Said Atikul Haq. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Said Atikul Haq.
Honorable Chief Guest, our Her Excellency Joanna Kemkers, the Ambassador of New Zealand to Bangladesh, India, Nepal and Sri Lanka, Managing Director, Mr. S.M. Malik, dignitaries of whom actually, I am not going to name all because of shortage of time, and ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to welcome you all to this launching ceremony of Calci Pro, and also to my short speech that is sandwiched between a very exciting drama and also even a more exciting calcium and vitamin D fortified dinner. Okay. Actually, I am going to speak, a few words about the bone micronutrients. What we mean by bone micronutrients, these are elements like minerals and also vitamins which are actually very much essential for maintaining bone health and bone strength. And the principal ones are vitamin D, calcium and magnesium. You can see here that our daily requirement of vitamin D is 400 to 800 international units per day, that is 10 to 20 microgram. Calcium 800 to 1500 milligram and magnesium 300 to 400 milligram per day. And now you can see, what is the status of vitamin D intake of the Bangladeshi population. Actually here, I think the pointer is not working. Yeah, the pointer is not working possibly. Okay, never mind, you can see here. Actually, we had carried out a study among 100 healthy Bangladeshi people. They didn't have any disease, and we measured their vitamin D. And we found that only 3 of them had sufficient vitamin D in between 30 and 100 micromoles per liter, and 96 were insufficient, and 1 was deficient in vitamin D. So we can easily speculate. Actually, this is from urban area, so we can easily speculate the, I would say, the prevalence or the gravity of vitamin D insufficiency and deficiency in our country. And these are the natural sources of vitamin D. You can see eggs, salmon, cheese, fortified food, and these things, and sun ray, ample sun ray, all of which are actually quite dear in our country because we don't take much eggs, we don't take much cheese. We have enough sunshine, but we don't take our bath in sunshine. So we are vitamin D deficient. And this slide shows several studies which has actually studied the daily intake of calcium by Bangladeshi population. The top one is by Dr. Ahmed, and it was carried out in rural areas. You can see, I have said earlier, that daily requirement of calcium varies from 800 to 1500 milligram. But in our rural population, the mean daily intake was 195 milligram only. That is, you can say 200 milligram. That is 1/4 of the minimum requirement. And in another urban study, it was 400 milligram daily. It means 50% of the minimum daily requirement. So the calcium requirement is also quite low in our country. And why, you can see here, these are the calcium-rich food, milk, then salmon, nuts, cheese, these things. And these are also, foodstuffs which we don't take often. And this is another magnesium. The recommended magnesium intake should be from 300 to 420 milligram daily by individuals, but in our country it varied from 211 to 305 milligrams. So we take all these, bone micronutrients in less than necessary amounts. So what are the consequences of bone micronutrient deficiencies? This is osteoporosis, of which Mr. S. Malik has said quite a lot. Then osteomalacia or rickets, that is osteoporosis is characterized by fragility fractures. That is, the bones get broken with very minor trauma and sometimes even without trauma. And osteomalacia or rickets, they are characterized by bone pain. And moreover, this vitamin D and calcium deficiency can cause generalized weakness, generalized aches, recurrent falls in the elderly that can, compound the situation by causing fracture, and also decreased immunity characterized by recurrent infections. And in this picture you can see the bone in the, here, this one. In the middle panel you can see the normal bone that is not that much porous, not with much hollowness inside, quite dense. But with osteoporosis, the bone becomes porous and bone becomes fragile. So what is the effect? Effects are fractures, and this osteoporosis causes fractures principally in three sites. That is in the vertebral column, or we call spinal column, and then, the neck of the thigh bone. Here, this is the thigh bone. And this one is the thigh bone, and above here is also another fracture. Thank you very much, thank you. And there is another fracture here. So, and this is hunchback, a lady who was deprived of sunshine or vitamin D and has become such, curved with a rounded back and so depressed. And this is a famous picture, famous art by Klimt, a famous artist of, 19th century. And he drew this picture, 3 ages of a woman. And here you can see the youngest girl, that is a baby girl here on the lap of her mother. This is the mother, a bit younger, and the eldest one is the lady, again with hunchback. And this was because of this osteoporosis. So we need food fortification. What is food fortification? Food fortification is the practice of deliberately increasing the content of essential micronutrients, that is vitamin or minerals, in a food, irrespective of whether the nutrients were originally in the food before processing or not. That is, we have to increase the amount of that particular nutrient in the food, in the natural food, so as to improve the nutritional quality of the food supply and to provide a public health benefit with minimum risk to the health. Actually, why I tell that minimum risk to the health? Because there is another type of supplementation that is called supplements in the form of tablets and capsules. This is easier. This is easily accessible. You can buy calcium tablets from the pharmacies. That is easily accessible and affordable nutrition supplements, but they're taken in the form of capsules or tablets, can mitigate the symptoms of hidden hunger, can also prevent fracture, osteoporosis, osteomalacia, these things, but they can become toxic if consumed in large amounts. Because in tablets, they are usually in large amounts. Unlike supplements, food fortification is a simple, preventive, and low-cost approach to curb micronutrient deficiencies. In the UK, the fortification of flour and margarine with addition of vitamins and minerals was made mandatory by law. In Canada, in case of vitamin D, actually up to the year 1965, it was mandatory to enrich or fortify powdered milk, but in 1965, it was extended to fluid milk also, and that was the time from the prevalence of rickets began to decline. And after that, educational campaigns started, coupled with further broadening of the regulations regarding fortification of all milk in 1975, and that eliminated risk, the prevalence of rickets, almost totally eliminated from Canada. What about Australia and New Zealand? In Australia, manufacturers must add vitamin D and to edible oil spreads like margarine and also thiamine and folic acid to wheat flour for making bread. The New Zealand government has introduced voluntary folic acid fortification. It is not mandatory, but voluntary. And what about Bangladesh? In Bangladesh, in the year 1989, the government of Bangladesh formally accepted universal salt iodization as the safe, cost-effective, and sustainable strategy to ensure adequate iodine nutrition for the population. And actually, with the introduction of mandatory salt iodization program in Bangladesh, the prevalence of goiter and thyroid hormone disturbances actually have greatly fallen in our country. In India, just in this year, this January, this year, actually, they said that new year, new rule, mandatory fortification for milk and edible oils in Kerala, effective from January 2019. And in Kerala state of India, now milk has to be compulsorily fortified with calcium and vitamin D. And so actually these are few words with which I wish to, come to the end of my talk. And just I shall say that we think we are going to have put some more calcium in your diet. That is what we really need. And thank you for your patient heed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Those who are suffering from osteoporosis, this session is very valuable to them, I believe. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know that Fonterra is one of the largest milk producer in the world, and it has been maintaining quality and in a heart to serve the people. Fonterra and New Zealand Dairy has been friends for over now a decade. So as Fonterra brings it to all of us, and I have also said it, that good health and good bones are never to be taken lightly. And this is where Fonterra has been working relentlessly. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is Mr. Gerard O'Sullivan, the Technical Engagement Manager at Fonterra. To know more about these features and benefits, Mr. Gerard is here to give a detailed presentation. Please welcome Mr. Gerard O'Sullivan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and honoured guests. What an amazing crowd you are, and an amazing scene this is. My name, as was said, is Gerard O'Sullivan. I'm going to see if this works. Okay. I'm the technical manager for our consumer powders marketing category within NZMP, which is part of the Fonterra Cooperative Group, as you've heard. I've 27 years of experience where I've worked in a wide range of technical roles. My background is food technology, and I'm certainly not an expert on nutrition. But I am here as part of the design team for this product, and we conceptualised and ultimately commercialised this milk powder with this very idea. You know, I couldn't have dreamed that we would have customers like New Zealand Dairy who would really get it, really understand what this product was about. So I'm very proud of my colleagues in New Zealand Dairy Products for taking this product and launching it. As said, NZMP is Fonterra's business-to-business dairy ingredients division and brand. And you've heard that Fonterra Dairy Cooperative is owned by 10,500 farmers. We've been in the business, us and our legacy companies, since the early 1800s when dairying was founded in New Zealand. And today, we are the largest exporter of dairy products in the world. We collect 22 billion litres of milk every year. 18 billion litres of that is in New Zealand. And 95%, maybe I should use this, is that on? Hello? 95% of our milk is exported. And during peak, as you can see, we're exporting a container load every 2 minutes to more than 130 countries. From our 33 factories in New Zealand, we make many different products, including milk powders, protein powders, cheese and butter, all made to the same highest quality scrutiny and standards. So while I'm not a nutritionist, we do have a large team, a strong base of nutritionists and research scientists to support product development. It would have been really great to have one here to talk to you in person, but as this was not possible, I brought a video message from Laura Tari, who's a senior nutritionist who worked on this product. So, if I can get that, if we can put the video on, would be good. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Laura Tari and I'm a senior nutritionist as part of the global nutrition team at Fonterra. I have a Bachelor of Science degree majoring in human nutrition from Massey University, and I've been working as a nutrition communication expert within the food industry for the past 16 years. My job is to ensure that our products are aligned to the Fonterra nutrition guidelines, work with marketing and innovation teams providing nutrition expertise and how we communicate, and ensuring we have the right scientific information to support our formulations and claims. NZMP is Fonterra's global brand of dairy ingredients, sold in more than 130 countries worldwide, and can be found in some of the world's most famous food and nutrition brands. NZMP manufacture a range of quality milk powders, including products that are fortified with additional vitamins and minerals such as calcium to address common nutrient deficiencies. Calcium is an essential mineral that has a key role in providing strength and function to our bones, and 99% of our calcium is found in our bones and teeth. It is an essential mineral because our body can't produce what we need, so we have to get what we need through our diet. Milk and dairy products, green leafy vegetables, salmon, sardines are all good sources of calcium. Our skeleton, which is made up of bones, is actually a living organ, and it's constantly being remodeled and new bone forming all the time. Our peak bone mass, which is the strength and density of our bones, peaks in our late 20s, and from about age 30 onwards, the bone mass starts to decrease, which can cause fragility and increased risk of bone fractures. Osteoporosis is a bone disease which causes a decrease in bone mass and bone density, which causes an increased risk in bone fracture. There are many different things that can impact your risk of osteoporosis. Some things you can't change, such as your gender, your family history, your ethnicity, an increased age, or a smaller body size. Other things you can change, such as hormone levels, calcium and vitamin D intake, insufficient exercise, and alcohol consumption and smoking. The impact of osteoporosis can vary between people, but the main outcome is an increased risk of bone fracture even after a relatively minor accident. Further complications can arise from delayed healing due to a loss of mobility. It's predicted that more than 50% of all hip fractures will occur in Asia by 2050. And we know that Bangladesh and other South Asian countries with high rural populations have a high prevalence of low bone density compared to urban populations. In addition, nearly all Asian countries fall below the recommended daily intake for calcium, which is detrimental to bone health. A study of Indian women aged 30 to 60 years from low-income groups showed bone mineral density levels much lower than values reported from developed countries, with higher prevalence of osteoporosis thought to be due to inadequate nutrition. The more we look after our bones in our youth, the more they will last as we age. Our childhood and teenage years are critical for optimising bone health, with our later years important for maintenance. Choose foods that are high in calcium, such as milk and dairy products, including Calci Pro, and ensure that your body has adequate supply of vitamin D through the right exposure to sun and diet. Make sure you participate in regular physical activities, in particular weight-bearing activities such as dancing, running, tennis and aerobics classes. Calci Pro contains calcium, which has an important role in building and maintaining bone strength. It is also at levels that's been proven to prevent bone loss in clinical studies. Calci Pro also contains other nutrients important for bone health, such as protein, vitamin D, vitamin K, and magnesium. Calci Pro contains other nutrients that can support our cognitive health and our immune system. Magnesium has a role in nerve function and contributes to the reduction in tiredness and fatigue. Iron supports our cognitive function and helps deliver oxygen to our brain, and vitamin C, which supports our immune system and helps with iron absorption. Calci Pro milk powder is sourced from NZMP, Fonterra's global brand of dairy ingredients. New Zealand is renowned for its dairy expertise and is the ideal environment for growing grass. Our New Zealand milks are sourced from cows that graze naturally on grass. Our NZMP products have a trusted reputation for quality. Thank you for your time today.
So it's great to see, I think, that many of the facts and figures and what we've heard from Dr. Said is also there. To bring some context as to why food like Calci Pro with great balanced nutrition and nutrient fortification are globally relevant, consider these sobering statistics from the World Health Organization. 2 billion people today suffer micronutrient malnutrition. And here's a sobering list of deficiencies that we see. And you can see calcium there right in the middle, and 200 million women worldwide are affected by osteoporosis. And I've seen some great facts and figures on the wall as we've been walking around this evening with some very similar sobering facts. I think we can all agree that prevention is better than treatment, as Dr. Said said. Diet is a significant contributor to prevention of loss of health as we age. And we saw the great performance earlier, just how having a healthy life, having a healthy food can lead us to great happiness as well. Milk is a superfood, and when part of a balanced diet is very beneficial. And so I put this up on the screen here, what the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations have to say about nutrients in milk. So you can see that they clearly agree that milk is a major source of many dietary benefits. And in particular, I point out the word bioavailability. We heard earlier about the pros and cons of supplements versus a whole food. And when asked, should milk and dairy be included in the diet, the same organisation have said that milk and dairy products can be important in diversifying the diet. They are nutrient dense, so a lot of nutrients per glassful, and provide high quality protein and micronutrients in an easily absorbed, once again the bioavailability coming up, form that can benefit both nutritionally vulnerable people and healthy people. So this is relevant to all. So this is my statement rather than theirs. Consumer milk powder is a versatile and affordable delivery vehicle of both the natural, rich nutrition of milk, and also it can address targeted nutrition deficiencies through fortification, as we heard earlier. So what was the journey that we went through? Well, we started with doing consumer research that showed that bone health and teeth health and strength of muscle are the top 3 health benefits consumers are looking for, which is great because it's also what they need. I can remember well now, and it's brought it back to my mind as I've looked around the room and seen all these things, as we sat in a room with all these facts that we'd learned over the years, and we said, what are we going to put in this product? And we had a whiteboard full of different options and benefits. And we had to consider more than just the benefits, the medical benefits and the needs. We also had to consider making this product affordable. So that was the process that we went through. And it's very exciting, therefore, for me to see the vision really being taken hold of. So before I step down, just want to go through quickly the main points that Laura brought up. So these are the things we need to remember. Calcium is an essential mineral. We have to consume the calcium that we need. Calcium has a key role in providing strength and function to our bones. And actually 99% of the calcium in our body is in our bones and teeth. Our peak bone mass peaks in our late 20s and decreases from about the age of 30. Loss of bone mass leads to fragility, an increased risk of fracture. Osteoporosis, which we're hearing more and more about tonight, is a bone disease which causes a decrease in bone mass and bone density. And we've heard that fact on the hip fractures in Asia a couple of times. In childhood and teenage years, it is really important that calcium intake is optimised for bone health. It's where we build that peak bone mass. In our later years, though, calcium intake is important for bone maintenance. And there are 3 really good publications, which is the basis of what we built here in this product, which shows that you can reverse the slowing process. You can slow down the degradation of bones and reduce that picture that we saw of the less dense bones. So, and then there's a whole lot of other nutrients in Calci Pro, but in particular, Laura called out protein, which is also 35% of our bones. And Calci Pro does have more protein than full cream milk. Magnesium, which is high in milk, and vitamin D and vitamin K also play an important role in bone health. So once again, thank you very much. Thank you for the invite, and I'm truly impressed with New Zealand Dairy and what they're doing with this product.
Thank you, Mr. Gerard O'Sullivan, for the insightful presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we shall now watch an audio-video presentation about how the milk is distributed around the world. And we shall also have a closer look into the high-calcium milk powder, Calci Pro, and how it helps prevent bone decay.
At Fonterra, Dairy for Life is a commitment to make the most of the goodness in dairy and share it with the world. Using a century's worth of farming expertise and ingenuity, we protect dairy's natural goodness all the way from our farms to your door. We've got every reason to make sure our products meet the highest standards of quality and safety, because the dairy we send to customers around the world is the same dairy we feed our own. Every one of us gives our utmost care and attention along a 9-step supply chain that we manage all the way from our farms to you. Quality starts at the source. The mild New Zealand climate is ideal for growing high-quality grass. And as a country, we've invested years of research into improving grass. We're even exporters of grass seed. Here in New Zealand, we use some of the most advanced pasture-based farming systems in the world, enabling us to produce dairy products with less impact on natural resources. Our cows graze naturally on open fields with lush pastures and clean drinking water. We're proud to say New Zealand is one of only 4 countries in the world to receive the highest ranking on the Global Animal Protection Index. The milk collection process is advanced and highly efficient. Using innovative technology, we collect samples of milk from each farm to test its quality, up to 20,000 tests every single day. Our dedicated people take care loading it into tankers, and technology enables us to trace the milk from collection on farm right through to where the final product ends up. Producing quality ingredients to share with the world means taking care at every step during processing. Our New Zealand processing sites are all government certified with advanced quality and safety systems, including stringent process control and final product testing. We undertake more than 6 million quality tests every year, continuing to find innovative ways to enhance our world-class systems. Once our dairy is processed, we ensure our packing also follows the highest standards of safety. Our products use anti-counterfeit and tamper-evident packaging, so you can be confident that your NZMP product has reached you safely and securely. Technology helps us stack, pack and wrap our ingredients with methodical precision and then store them under controlled conditions to protect that natural NZMP goodness. As the world's leading dairy exporter, our ingredients are shipped to over 130 countries. In protecting our food safety and quality, we set the standard. Each shipping container is security sealed to ensure our products remain safe on their journey. We have a sales team of over 160 people working side by side with our customers all around the world. Together with a network of authorised resellers, we provide ingredients to some of the world's best-known food and beverage manufacturers who recognise that our ingredients are produced to exacting standards. The last step is the ultimate seal of approval, when you and your consumers enjoy the NZMP difference with the best tasting, most nourishing products. That's how we deliver dairy excellence in every single NZMP ingredient. We take care at every step, from our farms to you. We are Fonterra, and this is Dairy for Life.
বলার অপেক্ষায় রাখে না, বিশ্ব সমাদৃত এই পণ্য হাড় ক্ষয়ে অনবদ্য ভূমিকা রেখে চলেছে। এই অডিও ভিজুয়ালটিতে সেই কথাই প্রমাণিত। এবার বাংলাদেশ হবে নিশ্চিন্ত হাড় ক্ষয় রোধে। Ladies and gentlemen, we have something, you can say, a very unique presentation. The first Acrozeal duo performers. They are here to augment your thirst, to fill your eyes with grace and beauty. Please welcome on stage the performers, the first Acrozeal duo performers. What an outstanding performance, such a unique performance on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let me call my next speaker. I would like to welcome on stage Ms. Rashida K. Chaudhary, the Executive Director of the Campaign for Popular Education, the leading scholar, and the former advisor to the caretaker government. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Rashida K. Chaudhary.
Wow, what a performance. Honorable Chief Guest, Her Excellency Joanna Campus, distinguished guests, celebrities from all sectors of our society, ranging from civic leaders to sports celebrities who are present here today, well-wishers of New Zealand Dairy Products Bangladesh, friends from the media, officials from the organizers, hosts, visiting guests from abroad, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, good evening. Well, I must say I don't have a PowerPoint, but what I'm going to say may not even have power or points. Before I say anything, let me pay my homage to our language martyrs, Bhashar Mash. Pay our homage to all those people who have sacrificed their lives for democratic movements all over the world. All the great souls who sacrificed their lives for liberating this country, for whom we are here today, celebrating the launch of a product that protects our health and promotes our well-being. It is also a product of a great partnership between New Zealand and Bangladesh. Thank you, New Zealand, and thanks to our government, and thanks to New Zealand Dairy Product in Bangladesh. It is a partnership between Fonterra and New Zealand Dairy Product of Bangladesh. Thanks to the partners who have made it happen today. When I heard about this product, and now I have seen the product, all of us, all these presentations. Wow, this is exactly something, at least for myself, I could say, I've been looking for. People, particularly women like me, and millions of other women in all parts of Bangladesh, overworked mostly, looking after their families, their kids and kins, from household chores to taking kids to school. We women don't even have time for ourselves, frankly speaking. And when we face something crippling like osteoporosis, we feel helpless and depressed. Now, this high calcium milk formula being launched today, if it works as a preventive, then of course, I declare myself as one of the first group of its users. Hope it will do wonders. One other thing I know it's not easy to produce such a thing. It's not easy to reduce the cost of such a high quality product. All of us know quality costs money. But may I take this opportunity to request both Fonterra and New Zealand Dairy Product to make this available to low-income women of this country at an affordable cost. I don't know whether it would be possible to subsidize for specific target groups as part of corporate social responsibility initiatives. This is a request because our women, particularly in the rural areas, with whom I have been working for the last 30 years, they don't know where to get this kind of fortified milk. First, awareness. They need to know what it is all about. So may I also request New Zealand Dairy Product to have all those information that were made available to us this evening, to make it in Bangla, simple Bangla, our own language, so that our women, particularly our young adolescent girls, most of whom are now in school, they could know about it. So that's another request I would like to make. It's up to the producers to have that request. But I would like to really thank all those who have been partnering in this particular great venture of producing calcium fortified milk products for many of us. And let me also thank the directors, the board of directors of New Zealand Dairy Product, the leaders and management of Fonterra, and other people, particularly New Zealand Dairy's colleagues, those who have been working all over Bangladesh, promoting this product, selling this product. Thank you, everybody, all of you. But we can't make it alone. New Zealand Dairy can't make it alone. It has to be a collective effort of all of us to think about our future, ourselves, to think about ourselves, our future. Let's try to build a better Bangladesh with healthy bones, with healthy life and living, with healthy mind, and with all the spiritual and mental and physical health that will be needed for a country that we have been dreaming of making it happen. All my life I have believed in three kinds of people. There are three kinds of people actually. One who make things happen. The other kind who just wonders how did it happen. The other kind doesn't even bother. Let's be part of the first group. Let's make it happen to make a better, healthy Bangladesh. Much more healthier with calcium fortified. I'm not promoting the product, I'm promoting the spirit behind it. And the product, of course. Let's try. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am, for gracing the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to call on stage Mr. Hamish Gawans, who is in charge of the Fonterra Asia Pacific. Mr. Hamish Gawans.
Well, they did talk about early in the presentation around dancing is good for your bones. I'm just not sure I'm going to be up for that kind of dancing. I don't think I'm that flexible. But good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, New Zealand High Commissioner, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, Joanna Kempkes. My name is Hamish Gowans, and I'm the General Manager for Fonterra, NZMP in Southeast Asia. It's a great honour to be here tonight, and I'd like to thank Samsul. Thank you, Samsul, and his team for inviting me to be part of a very special occasion. New Zealand dairy products and Fonterra NZMP share a very long history, and it's great to see the collaboration tonight with the launch of Calci Pro, a product formulated to help support and maintain good bone and broader nutrition needs of the Bangladesh population, as you've heard earlier tonight from the eminent experts. I first met Samsul back in 2008 during my first visit to Bangladesh, and I've enjoyed coming back here ever since. It's been fascinating to witness the evolution of New Zealand dairy products business as they continue to invest, innovate, and launch high-quality products into the Bangladesh market. As a quick introduction, and I won't spend too much time as we've heard about it tonight, Fonterra, we're a cooperative, and we're owned by 10,500 New Zealand farming families. NZMP is Fonterra's ingredients business and is a trusted source of dairy nutrition. This is thanks to an uncompromising standards for food safety and quality at every step of our supply chain. Backed by New Zealand's grass-fed farming practices and expertise, Fonterra's world-class processing and leading quality standards, NZMP ingredients are trusted for their high performance and exceptional quality. Fonterra is focused on developing new innovation in dairy solutions, and we to meet the rapidly changing needs of consumers across the world. Globally, we invest around 100 million New Zealand dollars in R&D per year, with a lot of our research happens both in New Zealand and through our partnerships around the world. We adopt a very collaborative approach to our customers, not only supplying the ingredients, but working with them to create innovative solutions that meet specific needs, as you've seen here tonight with Calci Pro. It's been our absolute pleasure to work with New Zealand Dairy Products to produce an ingredient that is being used in Calci Pro tonight. Samsul, I wish you, the board of directors, and all the best, and I look forward to our ongoing relationship. Once again, thank you for your invitation. Enjoy your evening, and I look forward to catching up with you shortly. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not want to sound repetitive, but I would like to tell you that there is a bone density scanner set up right outside this hall room where you are able to check out your own bone density. And this booth is operational throughout the event. We also have a vending machine through which you can instantly drink this Calci Pro high calcium powder milk. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker comes from the most diversified landscape, rolling green hills and the beautiful clouds. In that place, each and every people are uniquely nice in them. She is none other than the Honorable High Commissioner of the New Zealand to India, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, and also the Ambassador to the Nepal, Her Excellency Ms. Joanna Kamkes. She has traveled all the way from New Delhi to Bangladesh just for this event. Please put your hands together for Her Excellency.
E ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā hau e whā. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Shilpa, Shantia, Mahila o Maho Doyogan. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everybody. It gives me great pleasure to be here tonight at the launch of Fonterra's super fortified high calcium milk powder in Bangladesh. There's two reasons for that. Number one, it gave me the perfect excuse to pay my third visit to your beautiful country. But the second reason I'm here is because I love my bones. Or at least that's what I tell myself every time I have another ice cream, or another milkshake, or another slice of cheese. And I'm proud to say that having sat in the bone density scanner tonight, it's worked. But as I approach middle age, I know that I can't afford to be complacent. I need to look after my bones. I know that I can't afford to be complacent in some other areas either with my calorific intake. So a product like Calci Pro, which can give women approaching middle age a high calcium intake and which is also low in fat, is the ideal product for us. As many of you here today might be aware, almost 90% of New Zealand's exports to Bangladesh are constituted of milk powder. I'm really proud of New Zealand's dairy products because our milk powder is 100% pure. Milk is what goes into our milk powder. And it's been very popular in Bangladesh, I'm pleased to say. And I've got no doubt that the new high calcium product that we've seen launched tonight is going to find pride of place on shop shelves and in kitchen cabinets across the country. New Zealand's ties with Bangladesh go back a long way. When Bangladesh was created, New Zealand was one of the first countries to welcome the new nation into the international community. Our relationship has continued to grow and flourish in diverse fields such as trade, education, culture, and dare I mention it, cricket. It's been a great pleasure to have the Bangladesh cricket team in New Zealand this summer, and I wish both sides good luck for the Test series that will start this week. Trade is, of course, one of the cornerstones of our relationship. It holds great potential for growth and diversification. We are one of the most open markets in the world, and our policy of extending duty-free access to least developed countries has been especially beneficial for trade ties with Bangladesh. Our two-way trade today is at about New Zealand dollars 345 million, but there's plenty of scope to grow that further. We've been observing with admiration the great strides that Bangladesh's economy has been making. You have a growth rate of over 7% for 3 years running. Bangladesh has also registered a remarkable improvement in a number of human development indicators, lifting people out of poverty, improving levels of education and healthcare. It's a truly inspirational story. Our shared membership of the Commonwealth and United Nations has provided a forum for support and cooperation for both bilateral and multilateral issues. Last year, I visited Cox's Bazar, and I saw at first hand Bangladesh's efforts to provide shelter to Rohingya refugees, the generosity and hospitality of the Bangladeshi people. In the early hours of Thursday, I was really privileged to have had the opportunity to participate in the wreath-laying ceremony at the Central Shahid Minar on the occasion of International Mother Language Day. It was an incredibly moving experience to be part of something that is so close to the hearts of the Bangladesh people. It's just another thing that we have in common because language is close to the New Zealanders' hearts as well. There's a proverb in Maori that goes, "Ko toku reo, toku aho aho. Ko toku reo, toku mapihi Maoria." My language is my awakening. My language is the window to my soul. People-to-people links are, of course, the building blocks of relations between countries. New Zealand has a small but significant Bangladeshi diaspora that's making a meaningful contribution to our society. Students from Bangladesh have been receiving quality education in Kiwi universities that are counted among the top 3% worldwide. There is even a Bangladeshi in our New Zealand Foreign Ministry, and she contacted me today when she saw my pictures from Mother Language Day. I offer my congratulations to Fonterra and New Zealand Dairy Products Bangladesh for hosting this wonderful program that has brought together business leaders and subject experts from Bangladesh and from New Zealand. Events such as this not only strengthen business links, but also deepen those people-to-people ties. I leave you with another Maori proverb that reflects the core principle of our relationship with Bangladesh. He aha te mea nui o te ao. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in the world? It is people, it is people, it is people. Nō reira, tēnā koutou katoa, Donabad.
Thank you very much. May I request the Excellency to stay with us a little longer? Thank you. Basically, this segment, we would like to deliver or bestow a token of appreciation from the host. So I'd like to request on stage Mr. S.A. Mullik, the Managing Director of New Zealand Dairy. May I also request our respected rheumatologist of BSMMU, Professor Syed Atikul Haq. Do we have Atikul Haq, sir? I believe sir might have left. He has left? Unfortunately, sir has left. But he will forever remain in the good books. I would now like to request Mr. Hamish Gawans and Mr. Gerard O'Sullivan to kindly come and join the podium. Ma'am, if you could kindly come in the middle. May I request our SM Mullik sir to kindly bestow the memento to Her Excellency. May I request, sir, to bestow the next memento to Hamish Gawans. Next, the memento to be delivered to Gerard O'Sullivan. We shall now have a group photo session. Can I request our valuable guests to kindly be in the center of the podium? Lovely. We need your valuable presence a little bit longer. Is that okay? So moving on to our next segment, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, under this platform, we would like to pay our deepest respect to those people who, with their work and dedication, have raised the standard of Bangladesh to the global heights. With the dedication, they have broadened their horizon. Bangladesh is no longer within Bangladesh. The entire globe knows where we stand. It's only because of their work and dedication. আজকে আমাদের এই অনুষ্ঠানে অনেক নক্ষত্র আছে, অনেক তারকা আছে, যারা যাদের কাজ দিয়ে এই বিশ্ব দরবারে আমাদের পতাকাকে আরো বড় করে তুলে ধরেছে। সেই মানুষগুলি কিন্তু আমাদের দেশের গৌরব এবং তারা আমাদের অহংকার। আজকে সেই মঞ্চের মাধ্যমে আমরা তাদেরকে একটি ছোট্ট টোকেন অফ অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েশন দিব। প্রথমেই ডাকছি, first I would like to request Miss Mabia Akhtar, the gold medalist of weightlifting in the Women's South Asian Games. a lady who has set example in one of the most unique genre, Miss Mabia Akhtar. You can stay with us. We can have a nice group photo all together. I would like to request a lady who has not only, we don't need magic to transform the world. We need women leadership like her to transform. Please welcome Jahanar Alam, the Bangladesh Women National Cricket Team player, and she has significantly contributed in the national team. The next star to be called on stage, she has multi-dimensional qualities. She's known as an actress. She's also known as a model. I personally know her as a fabulous dancer. We went to the same dance class, so that is how I know how fabulous a dancer she is. Please welcome Nadia Ahmed. Our next genre, a person who has made a footprint, a significant footprint. I always say that golf is like a love affair. If you do not take it seriously, it will break your heart. So golf is like a game to the game for life. Please welcome Siddiqur Rahman, the renowned Bangladeshi golfer. Our next star is a person who has told us that a mountain can also be your stadium to achieve your dream. Please welcome Nishat Mojumdar, the mountaineer who have climbed the Mount Everest. Calling on stage a person whenever he is on the field and whenever he is holding the bat, people used to say there will be firecracker. Please welcome our former national team player, Mehrab Hossein Opi. He will be forever remembered for his powerhouse contribution in our national cricket team. I'm proud to call on stage our former captain, also widely known as the greatest Bangladeshi test batsman of all time, Habibul Bashar Shumon. All these people on the stage, they are the face of Bangladesh. They help Bangladesh know in the global arena. Can we have everyone in one line, please, so we can have a beautiful group photo? The award winners can split, I guess. Some can be on the right, some can be on the left, and the guests can be in the middle. Thank you very much. Thank you to our guests and thank you to all the award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take your bones seriously, you can dance like the performers who are going to do the acrozeal performance next. And I would like to remind you that the bone density scanner is there. Please feel free to go there and check your bone density. Enjoy the next performance. What a wonderful performance by the performers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost at the very end of the program. And before I say goodbye to everyone, I would like to tell you, good health is indeed a blessing. You need to love your bones and your bones will love you back. হারের কাছে কিন্তু হার মানা যাবে না এবং Calci Pro এই প্রতিজ্ঞায় বদ্ধপরিকর. I wish Calci Pro this new journey prosperity and hope. Ladies and gentlemen, dinners will be served. Please enjoy your dinners, and to each and every one of you, safe travel back home. Thank you.
New Zealand is internationally recognised for its animal welfare practices. And Fonterra farmers work hard to uphold this high standard. Our farmers have always farmed on pasture, constantly embracing new ideas that help them care for their cows. They